They called him Manchester's golden boy, a scorer of great goals, a champion for hungry children, and the pride of a city. But in football, glory is never guaranteed. In a single season, Marcus Rashford's world was turned upside down. Today, Rashford is no longer at Manchester United. He's wearing the blue and garnet of Barcelona, starting over in a new country for one of the biggest clubs on earth. How did it come to this? What drove one of England's most beloved players to leave his boyhood club? Is this the beginning of a comeback or the last chance for a fading star? This is the story of Marcus Rashford's dramatic new chapter and what it means for the man, the footballer, and his legacy. In July 2025, Marcus Rashford, aged 27, made a headline-grabbing move from Manchester United to FC Barcelona on a season-long loan deal, with an option for the Spanish Giants to make the transfer permanent next summer for around 30 to 35 million euros. The deal includes Barcelona covering Rashford's wages, which came after the striker agreed to a significant pay cut to facilitate the move. Rashford described joining Barcelona as joining a club where dreams come true, adding that the atmosphere and history of Camp Nou made him feel at home. This is a remarkable new chapter for a player who had spent nearly a decade at Manchester United, a club that shaped his career from academy prospect to senior star. The move comes amid a turbulent period for Rashford and United. The 2024-25 season saw Rashford's form dip, partly due to injuries and ongoing instability at Old Trafford. A fallout with then-manager Ruben Amorim led to Rashford's mid-season loan to Aston Villa in February 2025, where he showed glimpses of his best form but didn't quite dominate. Meanwhile, Manchester United endured their worst-ever Premier League finish, ending the season in 15th place, prompting major changes in the squad and management. Barcelona, under coach Hansi Flick, views Rashford as a versatile attacker who can play across the front line. He joins a squad that features established stars like Robert Lewandowski, rising talents such as Lamine Yamal, and wingers including Rafinha, creating a competitive, dynamic attack. Marcus Rashford's journey began in the heart of Manchester, where he was born on October 31, 1997. From a young age, his talent was evident as he joined Fletcher Moss Rangers, a local youth club known for producing professional players. By the age of 7, Rashford was scouted and brought into the Manchester United Academy, setting the stage for a lifelong association with the club. His breakthrough came in February 2016, when at just 18 years old, Rashford made his senior debut in the UEFA Europa League against Midtjylland. Not only did he start the match, but he also scored twice, announcing himself on the European stage with a maturity beyond his years. Rashford's game is defined by his blistering pace, clinical finishing, and fearless mentality in big matches. Over nearly a decade at Manchester United, he made 426 senior appearances, scoring 138 goals across all competitions. His contributions helped the club secure multiple trophies, including 2 FA Cups, 2 League Cups, and the UEFA Europa League title in 2017. Internationally, Rashford has been a key player for England, earning 62 caps and scoring 17 goals by mid-2025. Known for his ability to perform under pressure, he's delivered crucial goals in high-stakes matches, including domestic derbies, European nights, and major international tournaments. Marcus Rashford's ascent was never linear, and the 2024-25 campaign delivered the harshest dip of his career. After scoring a career-best 30 goals in all competitions in 2022-23, his output fell sharply during the following season to just 8 goals in 41 appearances. Analysts highlighted a 15% drop in shot volume and a career-low conversion rate of 9%. A succession of niggling muscle injuries disrupted his rhythm and forced him to miss 9 Premier League matches. The instability at Manchester United compounded his struggles. By October 2024, Erik ten Hag had been dismissed. Portuguese coach Ruben Amorim arrived from Sporting CP with a high-intensity pressing philosophy. Multiple outlets reported tension between Amorim's staff and Rashford over defensive work rate and punctuality at training. When Rashford was left out of a crucial league fixture against Brighton on the 1st of February 2025, Amorim told reporters he needed total commitment from every forward, with and without the ball. 2 days later, Rashford accepted a surprise loan to Aston Villa. In 17 league outings for Villa, he contributed 4 goals and 5 assists, enough to help Unai Emery's side clinch 7th place, but not the explosive renaissance many hoped for. Villa ultimately declined the buy option. Meanwhile, United spiraled to their lowest top-flight placing since 1934. Rashford's reflection on Instagram spoke volumes. Like life, not everything goes as simple as you thought. This is my next chapter, and I'm fully focused on improving myself and helping the team win trophies. Marcus Rashford's influence extends far beyond the football pitch. In June 2020, during the COVID-19 pandemic, Rashford launched a high-profile campaign to pressure the UK government into providing free school meal vouchers to vulnerable children during the summer holidays. Drawing from his own childhood experience of receiving free school meals, the campaign was an immediate success. Within days, Prime Minister Boris Johnson's government performed a dramatic U-turn, extending the free school meals program and benefiting over 1 million children across England. In October 2021, he launched a petition calling for an end to child food poverty that gathered over 1 million signatures, forcing a second government U-turn. His partnership with FareShare helped ensure that over 4 million vulnerable children received meals during 2020. The impact was so significant that Rashford was awarded an MBE in October 2020, which he received from Prince William at Windsor Castle. In a touching gesture, Rashford dedicated the honor to his mother. Media perspectives on his activism were divided. Some critics suggested his campaigning was a distraction from football. However, polls conducted by YouGov in 2020 showed that 64% of Britons supported his campaign, viewing it as evidence of his character and leadership qualities. Barcelona's pursuit of Marcus Rashford is deeply intertwined with the club's complex financial landscape. Despite reporting revenues of around €950 million for the 2024-25 season, the club remains under strict La Liga financial fair play regulations, necessitating a cautious transfer strategy, prioritizing loan deals and players willing to accept reduced wages. Rashford wasn't Barcelona's initial top choice. The club extensively pursued Athletic Club's Nico Williams and Liverpool's Luis Diaz. However, after Williams extended his contract and a deal for Diaz proved difficult, Barcelona turned to Rashford. His versatility and willingness to accept a 15 to 25% pay cut made him financially viable and tactically appealing for coach Hansi Flick. Competition for places will be fierce. Rashford joins a forward line featuring Robert Lewandowski, the electrifying young talent Lamine Yamal, and the rejuvenated Rafinha. Players like Dani Olmo and Ferran Torres will also vie for minutes. The Spanish media's reaction, it's been mixed. Excitement about an English international of Rashford's caliber, but caution given his mixed form at Aston Villa. Spanish analysts suggest that if Rashford can rediscover his best form, he could be a difference maker. But if this move doesn't reignite his career, his time at the elite level might be limited. Marcus Rashford's arrival at Barcelona marks a historic milestone, making him the first English male player to don the famous Blaugrana colours in nearly 4 decades. The last Englishman to represent Barcelona was Gary Lineker, who played from 1986 to 1989, scoring 52 goals in 131 appearances and becoming a cult hero. Recent English success in La Liga, most notably Jude Bellingham's phenomenal debut season at Real Madrid, where he scored 19 La Liga goals and was voted Player of the Year, has demonstrated that English players can thrive in Spain's top division. The adaptation challenge is significant. Hansi Flick's Barcelona demands constant movement, quick decision-making, and relentless work rate. This represents a shift from the more direct football Rashford experienced at Manchester United and Aston Villa. Reports reveal that Flick has set strict standards, including punctuality requirements that demand players arrive 90 minutes before training sessions. Rashford's pre-season debut came during Barcelona's Asia Tour in July 2025, where he featured as a substitute in a 3-1 victory over Vissel Kobe. Playing 33 minutes, he showed glimpses of his pace and directness, though he appeared to be finding his rhythm within the team's passing patterns. The legacy question looms large. Can Rashford become the next English star to thrive abroad, or will this Barcelona move represent a final opportunity at the elite level? Off the field, his reputation as an activist and role model travels with him to Catalonia, where Barcelona fans, known for their social consciousness, may embrace his advocacy work. Early fan perspectives suggest cautious optimism from Barcelona supporters and universal agreement that this represents a defining crossroads in Marcus Rashford's career. If you've been captivated by Marcus Rashford's incredible journey, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more compelling football stories. Because, in football, the most powerful narratives aren't always about the biggest names or the most expensive signings. Sometimes they're about the players who refuse to give up, who use their platform for good, and who dare to chase their dreams across continents. The world is watching. Marcus, a new chapter begins now.